it's irked so many journalists, this, because it is such a complicated system. Got a view on this? You can text me 81333. Start your text 3CR. David Cameron has welcomed this report, calling for the Scottish Parliament to get more control over tax and welfare, but says there'll be a better deal for England too. And the Deputy Prime Minister, Nick Clegg, says the three main parties are making good on their promise made after the independence referendum.
Now we will have a Scottish Parliament which can raise the majority of the money that is spent in Scotland. You have a welfare system for Scotland. It won't ask anything more of English taxpayers. Anything that the Scottish Government wants to do now or in the future will have to be paid for in Scotland itself. I think that is a sensible settlement, and I back it, and I back it fully.
Well, let's talk to Jonathan Davis. Jonathan is an economist and wealth manager from Hertfordshire. Jonathan, very good afternoon to you.
Hello, Roberto.
Jonathan, what's your take on this? Is this the beginning of the end of the United Kingdom?
Well, I think it is. When you consider that come next May with the general election, Glasgow in the recent independence vote voted for independence, so it seems likely that they're going to go hell for leather and vote SNP next May, which means that there'll be a whole bunch of SNP MPs up in Scotland who no doubt will want another independence vote. And I suspect, given how close it was last time, they might even get it through next time, given the trend, the positive feeling that they'll have at that time.
But do the Scots need independence? I mean, it seems the Prime Minister, in fact, all three main parties are giving away so much to Scotland.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's two issues there. Does Scotland need independence? Well, it depends on your point of view, of course. With regards to giving so much away, I think the main beneficiaries here, I'm not surprised to hear you say David Cameron's happy about this, because I think the Conservatives are going to be the main beneficiaries. Because if you think about it, one, it's going to take away, in a sense, the power of Scottish MPs to, well, not initially, but I think eventually, Scottish MPs to vote on Westminster taxation, which I think is going to be the inevitable result of this. And secondly, if the Scottish Parliament can set the taxes for Scotland, well, that creates a clear divide between those who say we want more taxes and those who say we want lower taxes, which suggests that the Conservatives have got a chance of doing better in Scotland than they've done for decades,
Jonathan,
or years and years.
Jonathan, I mean, roughly speaking, figuratively, I mean, without going to the exact figures, there are possibly more people living in beds, Herts and bucks than there are living in the whole of Scotland. What's to stop people in beds, Herts? What's to stop London, for example, saying, do you know what? We want our own tax system. We want to manage our own funds. Thank you very much. We want devolution as well.
Well, when you look around the world, the capital cities do have apparently a great deal more power than our capital city has. Although, of course, it's got the City of London itself, which has its own powers. But yes, I could imagine the London mayor becoming more powerful in due course. I can certainly imagine more powers, not necessarily tax-raising powers, but more powers going to the likes of Cornwall, to the north of England, Yorkshire, Lancashire, Manchester, etc. I'd be very surprised, I'd be amazed. I can't see England breaking up. But yes, I can see that over the next 10, 20 years, we may not be the United Kingdom that we are today.
Jonathan, thank you.